Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now we're messing around. Now we're doing it. Yes, absolutely. I can comp this property. Daniel, I do not know where there it is. I'm using Daniel's computer because he's got the supercomputer, prop stream. Boom. I'm going to open this up so everybody can see it. Absolutely, guys. I love doing this. I love looking at Cucamonga. I always thought that was a cool city name, right? I wonder if it's Cucamonga. No, Cucamonga, right? Yeah. So we're going to take a look at this. It is loading now. If you give me a second here, Anthony, I appreciate your patience. These cameras and this show takes up a lot of the internets. And Wednesday, for some reason, we're in the batch skip tracing office, and for some reason on Wednesdays they invite 1,000 people to use the internet in here. So, you know, we're kind of at a handicap here, but you know what? We're happy. Tryon Street. Give me some details, Anthony. Give me some details. First of all, this is something that I ask every single one of the people in my TTP program, because all of them get my cell phone and they text me. That's what I'm here for, to make sure that they're getting these deals locked up at the right price. And they text me, can you comp this property? And the first thing that I respond with is, how much does the seller want? Okay? How much does the seller want? That's what I want to know. Rancho Cucamonga. You're right, Mike. He was just assuming we know. All right, fantastic. Let's take a look at this, guys. You can switch me over here, Matt.
Yeah, we're getting that comment back.
Okay. Here we go. This is great. So first off, let's look at this. Let's just take our time. If you've never comped a property, this is beautiful because PropStream through TTP data gives you a lot of data here. A lot of data. All right, so first thing I'm looking at right here, it's showing that they think the estimated value is $496. All right, this property I like seeing, 1963, fantastic. It's 1,600 square feet, 3-bed, 2-bath. I always like looking at this because if it's 1 bath, it's going to be a whole different ball game, right? 1 baths typically are much lower in demand. All right, so I'm just kind of getting a vibe for this neighborhood off the bat, okay? I see it looks like it's pretty clean. There's a main street here. This is one of the arteries to the neighborhood. That's fine. It's not like right on the corner, which is good. So it's kind of insulated from a lot of the traffic. So this will appeal to most buyers if the property is fixed up. Now what I want to always do every single time, I like looking at the front of it. Now, not all these maps are perfect, but look at this. Neighborhood looks great. Okay, neighborhood looks good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Look at this. First of all, if you got a parking cone right here in your side yard, you're on the list. Okay, bro? You're on the list. I don't know what this is. I hope this is a bench. Oh, yeah. Just to watch the neighbors. That's what I'm talking about. Who's using that? All right, so this is good. This has good potential and delicious lemons. So don't sleep on the lemons and some sort of giant, you know what?
Christmas tree.
Yeah, giant Christmas tree in there. Awesome. I mean, listen, the reason we're joking about it, but the reason I'm looking at all this stuff is, listen, this is well lived in, you know, and I'm real curious. This says that it's owner occupied. Now, the reason I look at this is typically there has to be dramatic life changes for an owner that has put so much into this house. Now, they've got this all the way that they like it, right? But they've been there, right? They've been there for a while. Doesn't show the length of ownership, but these people are dug in. So there has to be strong motivation. Why do they want to sell this property? Now, if for some reason, unfortunately, somebody has passed, that's typically what happens with these properties, or it's the inside of this house is so crazy and so packed and so unhealthy that the family is finally forcing them to, like, you know, move and move on with life. But there's some telltale signs here that is kind of red flagging me a little bit. One thing is, this is a brand new roof. This is a brand new, within the last 5 years, roof. Okay, so they had enough money to buy a new roof, or insurance paid for it for some reason, but they put on a new roof. So that's telling me, I don't know. There's something going on here. These people might You know, they might not be in tremendous financial distress, but they've got an American flag, they got the bench, they got the some other stuff here. They got a car that looks like it's on some sort of blocks or something. I don't know. So maybe there is some financial distress, but typically I'm looking for a roof that's pretty beat up. All right, so now let's get to the comps. So these are all the things that I like looking at just to get a feel. A lot of the times when you're looking at the front of a property, what is also called the elevation of the property, that tells you the story, especially if it's owner occupied. Now it's just showing owner occupied. It might not be, but it looks like it is, and they got it in a trust, so they've got some things figured out. Right? Yeah, it's in the trust. Listen, if they already know to put it in the trust, these are people that have financial literacy. They do. They've got it in a trust. Now the property needs some love, and it's got a bunch of stuff there, but it's got a new roof, and they've owned it. They probably owned it a while. Let me see real quick if they'll give me anything on it. They transferred it in 2007, so I mean they probably owned it for years and years and years and years. Okay. So let's go to the comparables. What I always love doing here, make sure you go to both here on the data set. That's going to pull public record and MLS. What I like doing here is going active, contingent, and pending, right? If you've got access to the MLS, that's fantastic. And then you're just looking for these comparables. I don't care about, I don't want to go a year back. I want to go 3 months back because the market is on fire. When the market's on fire, you just go back 90 days to get a good idea of what's going on here. Now, obviously, you got some goofy ones in here that are rentals. Hold on, let me scroll down so we can see more of this. We've got some good comps in here. We're looking all around. This is what an appraiser will look at. Let's make sure that these are all kind of built in the same. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to go year built on this max. It was 1963. I'll go 15 years. So I'll go 1978 for the year built. Okay, so I want to pull out all those properties that are in that were built in the 2000s, whatever. I want a similar floor plan, similar vibe. All right. And I'm looking at these things. It's got an average here of 570, which is great. I mean, there's some high ones. I want to look at what's the highest one? 675 in March. And that was number 6, which is just down here, which is in the same neighborhood or similar neighborhood. And I want to see what's going on here. 1,700 square feet. Now, what is the difference between this house and the house we just looked at? Right? But I'm telling you, you could make the house we just looked at look exactly like this. I am telling you, and with housing prices and everything, I would say 675. You can snag it. You can snag it. Now, oh, they got a pool though. They got a pool. So I'm going to put this. I'm going to put our ARV, and it's a little bit bigger. I'm going to put our ARV at 650 on this. All right. So let's look at the numbers here. This is Rancho Cucamonga. This is 1,600 square feet. The outside's rough. Let's assume that the inside needs some love too. So we're going to look at the numbers. Let's go to the screen here. Daniel. Let's go. Let's go to the screen. Mike, you got the calculator?
Oh, yeah.
All right. All right. So we got ARV at 650. And by the way, this could be 675. It just depends on what the inventory looks like. Getting a lot of echo out of this one, Matt. We're going to times this by 0.84, okay? And I got that from 10% is the profit minimum. Profit minimum
To the cash buyer.
to your buyer, okay? And that would be, they would be looking to make a minimum of 65K here, right? If they fixed it up, took the risk, flipped it, did all that, put it all in. 6% is your closing costs, and agent cost.
That's 39 grand.
Okay. And so right there, Mike, where are we at? 650 times 0.84 is
546.
546. Okay, fantastic. And then with that property, 1,600 square feet in California at this price range, you could probably go, oh man, I would probably put in this property to make it look pristine, probably 60,000. What do you think, Mike? 70?
Yeah.
75?
Let's go 70.
Let's go 70.
Yeah.
Boom. 70,000, right? And that puts us down to the 476, right?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I'm like the best math guy.
Well.
I'm like the best math guy. I'm telling you. 476, that's your wholesale price? Wholesale price? So be under here. I would, in your market, I'd be trying to make 30, 40 on the deal. So I'd be somewhere in that 436 to 446, 445-ish. Okay. I'm curious, did he respond how much they want?
No.
He's gone? All right. Well, he can replay and watch it. There you go. Thank you. There you go. Does everybody got that? Did everybody get what's going on there? I think that it's I love breaking these down because it's not only important to look at the comps, but also just the breakdown of what it needs to be so that you can go confidently in there. But that's what I do. That's what I do all day, Mike, is comp properties for the incredible TTP family. It's good. Well, a lot of them know how to do it.
If you like that video, hit that subscribe button. We come out with new videos every single day. And if you want your questions answered, like you and I, one-on-one, make sure that you join us for the live show every single Wednesday. I will see you there.